That doll right there is considered to be Ohio's most haunted.
Wait, which one? Which one?
This one here.
This is Maddie?
Is this Maddie?
Allegedly, people have seen the arm move, eyes blink. This is Maddie, and if you take care of her, she'll take care of you in this building. And then they were like, do you want us to get a new dress for her or anything like that? Wow. And I'm like,
oh my
no,
God.
it's fine, it's fine.
Holy cow.
And they left her standing, and then they walked out.
She's like, I put myself here so that I can help other people not be influenced by crappy stuff. Got you. She's like, I just use the doll instead of a room because I don't think she's from here necessarily, which is why she's in a doll, not a room. Does that make sense?
Oh, you mean she's not associated to the Madison Seminary? Yeah.
Correct. There we go.
Yeah.
Turns off.
Can we, wait, are you able to see it entirely?
Yeah, I think so. Can you turn a flashlight on for me, please? Yeah. See?
Okay. Thank you.
Man, you are one creepy mother.
Just watch your mouth, kid.
Yeah, no, she's very direct. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, I'm Em.
And I'm Liv.
And I'm Russell.
And we're your PsycKicks.
So, today we're doing Haunted Inception, where we react to a ghost investigation team in the Madison Seminary while being in the Madison Seminary. So we're going to be reacting with our lovely haunted doll friend and whoever else wants to talk. But we have 2 flashlights, as you can tell, because they went on. And we have 2 cat balls and then an EMF reader, which I'm sure you can't see from the distance. But you can definitely see them going on and off.
Yeah.
Supposedly, this is the most haunted doll in Ohio.
So, we're reacting to a terrifying experience at Insane Asylum, Madison Seminary by Sam and Colby. You ready?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that is your real name. Zach and
It might
Cody.
be Zach and Cody. Literally yesterday I was like, don't say Zach and Cody, don't say Zach and Cody, don't say Zach and Cody.
It went on. Thank you, girl.
It was way too early for me. Okay, let's do it.
Madison, I always tell people, is its own type of location. The energy in there is so strong. It's just so like apparent.
This place is probably the most like psychologically effective place I've ever been though.
Dizzy, nauseous.
Poltergeist activities. This is not a good spirit place.
It is possible that we are dealing with a demonic kind of entity.
I think it's you, Sam.
Something's attached to you.
If you do have a
Okay, so when we were here, we were told by Shelly, our lovely tour guide, that all of the doors that are upstairs, like the doors in the walls, are laundry chutes that go directly down into the basement. So she said, if you guys are down in the basement and someone is upstairs talking near a laundry chute, you will hear them in the basement. So just to debunk that, don't do it if you are worried about being too loud and hearing things in the basement and having someone else upstairs. And then Russell and Anthony were telling me that those laundry chutes upstairs have been seen to close like that.
It was like recorded like slamming, opening, closing. It might have been this one.
Oh, okay, so these doors right here are the doors that go to the laundry chutes.
Yes. Your voice will carry down this and also will carry up it.
So if we're doing investigations,
Normally move. We can just talk to each other.
well, yeah, if someone's in the basement and someone's standing right here, you'll be able to hear it in the basement because that's where the laundry chute is and the washer room.
Oh, yeah.
So if we're doing any investigations, we shouldn't have anybody up here and on the basement at the same time. There's a woman that just stopped at the end of the hall and literally rolled her eyes and kept walking. As soon as I saw that, there's a man that's like, there's a draft!
Yeah,
I was about
said
to
the
say.
same thing too.
Okay, because I was
like,
thinking about that all night.
Well, yeah, that's why I was like, I don't believe
It's
it.
just like, yeah, it's just the pressure changing.
Yeah.
It happens in my house.
I mean, I believe there's like, you know, like, obviously I believe in ghosts, like that kind of stuff, but I was like, I'm like real skeptical of if that actually happened or not.
Well, you guys were talking about it, but after seeing that, literally a man was like, he just shouted, there's a draft. There's a draft.
Did he shout
Would you
up?
like to weigh in on that?
Was there a draft? You can turn on one of the flashlights or something.
I know it's a silly question, but would you please answer it for us? Because she's like, that is stupid to ask.
Like, I'm not wasting my
I think
energy
she's
on
gonna
that.
think this entire thing is stupid.
No, I think she's gonna have fun, honestly.
Oh, is she?
I mean, she keeps touching things.
Sure.
Also, I don't know. Thank you. I don't know who this doll is or anything like that, but when we first walked in here, I saw an old woman that's associated her. M sees her as younger, but that's normal for M. It's just a difference in how we perceive people, because they'll show us what's most comfortable to us, and I'm more comfortable with older people. She's more comfortable with younger people.
Yeah.
So, does she have like blonde hair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see her, but I see her in like her 70s. And she's like
very sassy.
no
very
nonsense.
direct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone walked, she's kind of like Skeeter from Steel Magnolias.
So, does the old man that shouted that there was a draft, does he have like round glasses and gray hair?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the same person that I was talking to out there, and he's one of the bus drivers.
Hi.
Hi. How many years did you
Am I
work
coming through?
here? Yes, you are. How many years did you work here?
11.
11? Did you like working here?
Black.
Did you used to hang out like up front too?
Up here.
Just back here? Behind the building? Did you patrol around the building at all? I think we're talking to just a bus driver. It seems like he's like an old man with... Did you have, he's like an older man.
Law and order.
In his like 50s?
Facts.
Yeah, and he has like round glasses.
Ugh. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit.
Because you say he did it for 11 years.
Uh,
Unless he was trolling me. In that case, I'm
I
pissed.
think he's like a maintenance man, because I see him with like a broom.
Could be.
Maybe
So
he
maybe
did
he did the buses and did the maintenance
And
too.
he just showed me my band teacher, who told me I was a jack of all trades and master of nothing. He's like, I did a little bit of everything. Because he doesn't want to invalidate what you said.
I also really hope that he shouted that up the chute too. Like, there's a
That'd be
draft.
Sorry, I just wanted to say that because I was like very perplexed by it all night.
That's interesting.
Attachments to you guys. It's gonna be a wild ride.
Madison Seminary.
No way that's the light. Is that
The
it's
flashing
blinking?
light?
Dude, that's so freaky. That's so ominous.
Is that where we're turning in?
I think so, because it's like in 250 feet. Yes, dude, the Madison Seminary.
Of course.
Is there any more ominous sign than that?
I see a person in the window.
Oh, God. Shadow person.
Shadow
person. We're gonna catch some ghosts tonight. Nice. That wasn't. You. Let's cut that. Oh God!
3 feet of snow
Look at
before
that.
we investigate.
Oh God!
Shining movie.
Speaking of The Shining, we're going to the Stanley Hotel next week.
That's gonna be our finale of season 1, actually.
Finale of season 1.
Get ready for that, guys. Oh, your sign was like flickering all ominously.
I just got here. I've never seen that happen before.
Actually, we thought that was set up.
Yeah, no, they're
Dang.
like solars.
I'm already not a fan of this place, dog. Just look what happens when you get inside.
What happens, mate?
Oh God! They're all staring at you.
Absolutely not, son.
No, you don't just walk in and there's this many dolls staring in your direction.
Dude, look at their eyes.
This guy's pretty horrifying, honestly.
These ones.
Their eyes are so terrible.
Dude, that guy's tripping on Molly, bro.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that baby's just on bars right now.
Yeah, like what?
This is the only room of this entire place that we're investigating.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of anticlimactic.
Just fucking kidding me. Come
Wait,
through
we're
this
going
door
through.
right here, man.
Oh god, it is freezing in here.
Dude, it looks all set up. I wonder if Adam like set all this random stuff up here.
Yeah, I think it's
like this.
he decorated this.
Strange occult shit in here too.
What is that?
It's a triangle.
That looks like weird hopscotch.
I think this is the room.
Look, you can see the sign from in here.
Oh my god. And he said he didn't set that up? Why would that happen on the first night that we're here?
The poltergeists in this community know you guys.
Oh yeah,
I feel like things always happen, no matter what.
They're probably like, have you guys heard of Sam and Colby? Yeah, I'm unsubscribed to those lame fucks.
What if there's like an anti-Sam and Colby in the ghost community?
And they just leave comments on our videos.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they're
fake,
always hate.
Fake.
Fake.
Yeah. Spit, bruh. Is that Adam?
Is that Adam?
Adam,
Oh
spit
my
us that
God.
history, bruh.
Kiss him, man. Give him a kiss.
Kiss him. You won't. You won't. Kiss him.
I'm not gonna
man.
kiss
him.
Adam.
Kiss him, man.
Come on.
Guys, we're at a place called the Madison Seminary.
Not even gonna say what's up.
We're not saying what.
Did you hear
What
that?
was that?
There is no one in the building and something just moved.
Wait, that was the front of the building?
No, that was downstairs.
Definitely over there.
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
Today we are here with Nate and Dat.
What up?
At this place called the Madison Seminary.
Yes. Not semen. Whoa.
Were you guys having semen on the brain?
I still have a little on my teeth.
If you're like me, you have no idea what a seminary is. Apparently, it is a college that prepares students to be either priests, ministers, or rabbis. So this is like a religious school. But it wasn't only a religious school. It's got multiple layers of different history, which gives this really haunted vibe.
It is a place that is endowed with, steeped in trauma.
This place was built in 1847, and for 50 years it was that private school, and then it was turned into a widows and war veterans sort of like area.
It was a place where women and orphans who had lost their husbands and fathers to the war came to live. So it was like an epicenter of grief.
It was actually prone to see people commit suicide here at this building, and ever since, you see the apparitions.
And then,
an asylum. Kept a bunch of mentally ill people here, and everyone who worked here was a prison inmate.
it was known as the Nut House, and people referred to the people here as nuts.
Kind of similar to the Fairfield Infirmary. They would keep these patients and people up in the attic. During the harsh conditions of the summer and winter, patients would just suffer a lot of dehydration and they would go crazy due to just being locked up in uncomfortable situations.
Because we're in Ohio, so it gets extremely cold and extremely hot, and they didn't have heating and cooling up here.
You can literally see our breath in here. Then it turned into a police office, and then Adam bought it.
It starts religious, and then extreme trauma,
Yes.
and then insanity. That seems like the perfect recipe for a haunted place.
And then
because it's
police
like
come in. It's like, what?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
almost like this violent, imposed order.
But they couldn't even stay there for long. So basically, right after the police moved in, the people started not wanting to even come to the headquarters because they're like, oh God, this is literally like a ghost portal.
They were starting to hear stuff themselves.
They were only here for a couple years and they put it on the market. And when they put it on the market, they said, caution, building may be haunted. The police were that scared that they had to put a disclaimer.
Do you imagine the real estate agent trying to sell this place?
It's like, it's really nice, 88 rooms, it's really beautiful, and it's maybe haunted.
Anyway, let's skip over that.
So guys, this building is actually insanely huge. It actually has 88 rooms in it, and the hauntings are rumored to be started at the beginning of the 20th century. So it's been haunted for a very, very long time.
Legend has it that there have been approximately 200 bodies found here. It's frequent for people to experience shadow visitations. They will get disoriented, dizzy, nauseous. So like
There's
people
even
get
reports
sick
of
here.
people getting like choked.
Poltergeist activities, things moving around, getting pushed. This is not a good spirit place.
And they don't like men.
Apparently, the worst of all the paranormal manifestations have happened in the last 5 years.
My name's Adam Kimmel. I'm the owner of the Madison Seminary out here in Madison, Ohio.
I'm Steve Brott. I own Haunted Nights, which is a paranormal event company.
I'm Dylan Stevens. I work with Steve with Haunted Nights.
Madison, I always tell people, is its own type of location. It's just, the energy in there is so strong. It's just so, like, apparent. I've slept in Fairfield a bunch of times. I've never slept in this building.
I don't think I could. You see stuff on the grounds all
Yeah.
the time, like walking around outside. Like you can't get away from it here. Stuff happens in this building. Like it's all over the place.
Why is this place haunted? Why are people experiencing things? Why does it keep getting creepier and creepier? Things are staying, I think. We've had over 10,000 people come through in the last 4 years. All those different teams, like yourselves. You came from another location prior. Like we just came from Fairfield, right? So we still have that kind of stained on us. So we're leaving our energy in places.
Right.
Right? And this gets into the theory of attachments. And what's unique in this case is you guys have been to a lot of places that normal people in this field don't get to go to, right? Dracula's Castle, Chernobyl, Winchester Mystery House. What if things attach to these investigators and then they follow to another location, they're like, I like the way this place feels.
That's exactly what we're trying to figure out right now.
Because things that may be attached to you guys are gonna like come here and maybe they'll stay. And it's like, that's why I think the haunting elevates. How do spirits know to move from place to place? Like I always thought it was like a video game. Like you had an attachment.
Please take the physicalness out of physicality. That's not how that works. They don't have to physically attach themselves to somebody in order to come somewhere else. It's not how it works.
Yeah, they're souls, so they don't have a physical body, so they don't need a physical means to transport to one place from the other. So,
like,
attachments don't work in the way that a lot of paranormal investigators think they do. A lot of times people go to these places and they think things can follow them home. So it's not the things that are here following them home. It's like a separate scary thing because you're scared coming here that you attract to yourself.
During our tour around here, Shelly was our tour guide. She is probably the best or one of the best tour guides we've had at haunted locations, because not only does she not fearmonger things, but she brings humanity back to the human souls that are here. She also explained to us impromptu on her own, without me having to say anything, the fact that the dark things that manifest here, or poltergeisty stuff, is purely out of the fact that people are scared of things that are human, so they're manifesting and creating their own scariness. So it's not that one soul is attaching, or entity is attaching itself to a person. It's when you come here and you don't understand things, you manifest poltergeists and other types of low vibrational dark entities into existence with your own fear.
Yeah.
And she literally said that during our tour, and I was like, oh,
thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you for saying that.
Thank you for understanding.
I didn't have to explain it to you. You're fabulous. So if Adam ever watches this, please keep Shelly forever. As a psychic medium, she is she's the most knowledgeable, least fear-mongery, most educated, and just well-rounded spiritual tour guide person that also gets information correct. And I appreciate it sincerely. She's fabulous.
I also love that she's like, I don't feel like I'm a medium. I don't want to be like, I don't want to say I'm a medium. And meanwhile, there's like 6 things standing behind her that are like, we'll help you.
The souls here love her, and it's just apparent.
They do love her. She is very knowledgeable too, as well. Like she knows a lot of stuff that like I wasn't able to find anywhere either when I was searching for stuff.
Yeah, she's lovely and knows how to explain things in an accurate way.
When you went somewhere else, you unlocked a checkpoint. They know how to get there,
it's
right?
Like a portal.
It's like a portal in a sense, right? So they know the more you keep moving with an attachment, it knows how to get somewhere. I call it taxi cab theory. They jump onto you, then they leave. And then they jump onto you, they go somewhere else. But it lets them go everywhere they need to go.
Oh. And if they want to go home, they tell you through the Estes method when Sam's chained in the attic.
Yeah, this almost reminds me of what an egregore is. Like just people bring their own energy into a haunted spot, and then it therefore becomes haunted.
Yes, and I think that's a lot of what we experience.
There you
the
go.
energies you guys are going to bring, if you do have attachments to you guys, it's going to be a wild ride.
When you feel this energy, do you tend to feel something negative or more positive?
I don't know, even like right now as we're talking about this, like I feel really like numbish. You get this like sixth sense, you just know like something feels off. Before I bought Madison, people were ghost hunting out here. After I got it, we amplified it. This place is turnkey, constantly with teams coming in.
Wait, question for you, dog. How would you say you've created the environment?
Rearranging energy. All right, this doesn't sound weird. You know, like when you're in a funk and you're in your house and you just feel like you're down and everything, but your house is a mess and everything. If you were to clean your house, like wash the dishes, fold your clothes and everything, all of a sudden the space feels really good. Like
it had a bad feng shui.
Bad feng shui, right? Yeah. When I got this place, it felt like straight depression. Like it was just bad. So we cleaned everything up.
So you're trying to make a place that is inviting for spirits. Correct me if I'm like wrong here. You're not trying to make a negative place, are you?
When you say like negative spots, like I don't try to glorify what, like up in the asylum when those women were up there and stuff.
Sure.
You know, I keep the doors open. I always tell those ladies, you can walk around, you can do whatever you want, right? This is still your home. I'm recreating it to show that it still is their home. So when you're recreating the rooms and stuff like that, that's why I'm doing that, you know.
Gotcha.
Well, it's actually really interesting to get your side of it because when we were researching the seminary,
There's one specific haunted doll known as Ohio's most haunted doll ever, and his name is Maddie.
Oh, like the Maddie?
Like
who's
the
maybe
Maddie.
not the Maddie?
who's the Maddie?
But a Maddie.
For the old viewers out there that have seen the Shanley Hotel episode, you guys know that I had a relationship with a ghost named Maddie, and she was a prostitute.
Are you even flirting with ghosts, bro?
Yeah.
So he picks up even the undead.
Jeez, holy crap.
I've been missing her ever since.
You better be wearing protection, son.
Either this Maddie will be flattered that you also like other Maddies, or she'll be jealous and hate you.
We're gonna have to go see if this doll is really haunted, but the scariest part about this is whenever we are talking to the doll, you have to hold its hand or else paranormal things will happen to you. That's the rumor.
What, with this doll?
Of course we come to the place with the most
Guess we shouldn't hold his hand because we're doing paranormal stuff.
In Ohio.
That doll right there is considered to be Ohio's most haunted.
Wait, which one? Which one?
This one here.
Is this Maddie?
Maddie's right there to the left.
Dude, I did not walk straight up to this doll when it first came here.
all like
Right here?
these dolls.
Oh my god.
When I bought the building, it was just the dentist chair upstairs, and that this place was just empty and wrecked.
That's all that was
all
in
came
here?
with it. Yep.
Dude,
Oh my
there's
god.
no way. We walked straight up to these dolls. It was like the first thing we did when we came in.
That thing blinks on me.
But allegedly, people have seen the arm move, eyes blink. The nursery used to have this before I did. So some of the workers were finishing up right when the buy was finishing and all that. And two of them come down the ramp with the doll.
She said that there was other things up there besides her.
Got you.
I don't know why. Because I see what he's talking about. She's like, it wasn't just me.
Oh, she wasn't the one causing all of the weird things to happen around her. They just associated it to her.
Were you saying that there was more things up there than just the dentist chair and you?
Oh, that's me.
Were there more things up there than just those two things?
Yeah.
Because she was like, that's not right. Sorry.
Got you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was hearing you talking correctly while they were talking. I appreciate you. Thanks.
Yeah.
She's like, that's a lie.
And she's got some sass.
They said this verbatim. They go, this is Maddie, and if you take care of her, she'll take care of you in this building. And then they were like, do you want us to get a new dress for or anything like that?
Wow.
And I'm like,
Oh my
no,
God.
it's fine, it's fine.
Holy cow.
And they left her standing, and then they walked out. You know, we talked about possessions of people and attachments, things like that. Well, items can have those attachments too, but I think they have to be special. If spirits know, hey, that doll's getting a lot of attention, well, I'm gonna latch onto that.
You're gonna be talking to this doll, aren't you?
Yeah.
Did you notice she's basically got something that mirrors your tattoo on her dress?
Oh, yeah, what?
That's a
weird.
creepy dress for a haunted doll.
Jesus.
Man.
Crazy! That shit's crazy!
This is the occult sigil.
That, you also pointed this out.
Yeah, I immediately pointed this out, saying like, is this like a sign? Is this just a shuffleboard for the old person's home?
So this is what summons the dead here. This is actually our vessel.
What demons are you trying to trap? Old people
remember-
on cruise.
She says that for her, Adam expressed that if a doll has a lot of attention around it, then I, as a soul, is just gonna put myself on that so that I get attention. She's like, I put myself here so that I can help other people not be influenced by crappy stuff.
Got you.
She's like, I just use the doll instead of a room because I don't think she's from here necessarily, which is why she's in a doll, not a room. Does that make sense?
Oh, you mean she's not associated to the Madison Seminary? Yeah.
Correct. her soul's associated to something else, but she hangs out here.
Yeah.
But she's like, I'm here to protect you. I don't want your attention, nor do I need it.
Yeah.
Do you know what she would be like associated to at all?
She shows me like the police department part. I feel like a lot of weird things happened here, and she might have known them and liked them. Is that correct? Are you associated more towards the 1980s and forward? Well, thank you. She's like, a lot of people were really scared and they had an important job to do, so I tried to help quiet things down for them. But they were so scared that it was hard because they were making it worse. Just because they were scared.
Yeah.
So they brought her here? Is that what she's saying?
I think the doll was left behind here, but she knows the people that owned the place and worked here when it was the police department in like the 1980s until whatever, 1994 or something. She's like, but they were so scared of the stuff that was going on that, okay, I really like her. She's explaining it like organized religion. People are scared of things, so if you put your faith and trust into something that isn't necessarily real, it helps protect you against the scary things that you don't know how to rationalize. She's like, so if I could be their icon of safety, then it made them feel better and lessened the activity. Whether you believed it or not, they're like, she's here, the doll protects us, and she's like, I'm just a person.
So then why do people associate activity with her?
Because of this?
Oh, because she's in a wheelchair?
No, just because she's interacting with the stuff.
That's it?
Yeah. People get freaked out about stuff like this.
And that makes her the most active doll in Ohio.
She says it's a title.
It's a title?
We're
Is there a weird
international.
thing? Is there a weird thing that they manifested in regards to that?
In regards to themselves.
Well, in regards to this doll being haunted. Because they want to be scared of her. It's kind of like when you have children souls, you are scared of them, so you manifest a scary version of them. Because when Russell told me that this doll was haunted, I saw its head like creep towards me and its eyes closed. And that's the scary version of her.
Oh, I don't see that.
Yeah, because when I was sitting here, I was like, the one that looks scary isn't haunted, it's the one that's in this next to it. Because it has more energy. But it wasn't until Russell was like, and I was like, why? And it showed me that.
This, and there's walking directly behind you. You can literally hear the feet on the floor.
Already?
Are you sure it wasn't like the echo?
No, 100%.
Yo, unless something followed us in here.
When we were doing the tour, I kept looking behind us. I swear to God, I thought like someone was following us.
First question, we want to know. There were dogs that said there is a dead body down here.
Yes.
Let's try to figure that out. Nate, you want to go in the fucking hole? I'm going in the fucking hole.
Going in the hole?
Yo.
That baby ain't dead.
Right when I turned on the camera.
Where you guys said you heard the
You heard the
Yeah,
footsteps.
I was standing in that doorway.
If we heard you walking down the hallway, I want you to set that light off when I get to the number 3. 1, 2, 3. Set that off if we heard you coming towards us.
Alright, so I'm going in the hole. I'm glad you're really going for it in this video.
Yeah.
I was like, are you guys funny?
Yeah, I'm stoked you guys brought me out to fucking Ohio and put me in a hole.
That's what Nate's best for, getting in your hole. I mean, getting in that hole.
That's a quick saying.
Something starts eating my legs.
I didn't realize it was like that far deep.
Yeah, I'm under the floor.
Oh, it did a yellow. What? Right now?
It made a yellow, yeah.
Alright, if there's something that recognizes a body being below the surface here in the basement, can you make one of our devices go off? Was there ever a body below the basement floor?
Say that again?
There's a scary thing in the hallway.
No, it's still playing.
Oh, that's what's making that go off?
Yeah. I saw like something go like. Yeah. Is it different than the dark? Okay, yeah. It's different than the crawlers we saw.
Yeah, because the crawlers are the essence of the building. Like the big guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. They aren't scary. They're like the things in the Franklin Castle.
So,
do you feel like, so we went to the Franklin Castle and there's like poltergeist thing associated to the building. Is there the same thing with this but bigger?
I don't know if it's bigger. I mean, it might be. People experience scary things in here, but I don't feel scared. But I'm also a medium that attaches more to human souls instead of scary things.
I mean, for the most part, I know there's a lot of poltergeisty things that happen here.
Because I just watched the same thing that was in the like jail thing, but bigger. Like walk through here, look in, and then walk back out. And they made me feel like they're just associated to the walls, like the same thing in the Franklin Castle. Because like the things in the infirmary, terrifying. That thing is just like exists here. Like it's just a part of the essence of existence in here.
They just work here.
The one that's in the jail cell is scary though.
You think that they keep the people that think things that are scary like at bay? Because I feel like okay, so when you say like the dark things, it looks like if a Demogorgon were walking on all fours, right?
I don't know what a Demogorgon looks like.
Watch Stranger Things. No, it has a giant face that opens up like a Venus flytrap and 8,000 rows of feet.
Sure.
Yeah.
It has legs though.
Yeah, but it can walk on all fours though too. Yeah, they look like that, but like not as skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about, but they exist on a different frequency than the souls we're talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
it's the existence of the place that's here now.
It's what?
It's the existence of the place here now.
Because I feel like if you're on a more like superficial frequency, they're gonna interact with you.
What do you mean? Like a bad thing?
Yeah.
They'll interact with people that want poltergeisty things to happen?
Exactly.
Okay, that's what you're saying?
Because you have to.
Because I'm like, it's not stopping them.
No,
it's the thing that makes things move. Like if you're like, you should move things, they're like, okay. You know?
Was it more playful what they were talking to? Because that's the vibe. That's the vibe I get. They're like,
He's like, well, he's in the hole. Like,
it's in the hole.
Wow.
Oh, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Yo! That's crazy.
No way. That was right out of the
It went to red and then stopped.
way.
Yo, I haven't seen like an EMF do that since what? USS Hornet?
It's been a long time since it was like that long. Yeah.
Dude, it was like nothing.
And then to nothing.
Exactly.
And there's nothing like electrical around here.
It's
Like
in a whole dirt.
We thought that was debunked, but
Well,
maybe
they
there
said
was.
the dogs actually hit about 3 feet over that way, but the anomaly was over here.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So this is an obelisk and has a dictionary of words, basically like a spirit box, but instead of all the radio static, it's just gonna spit out audible words so we can kind of communicate better. Okay, one more time on it. Spread. What is it talking about? Spread? Adultery!
Yo! That's literally why they said she was killed and buried down here, because she was like a mistress. Yeah. She was a mistress of higher up.
Is the things that I saw in my head correct? Okay. So what they showed me, because I was like, you guys are giving me too much information. I don't know if I'm making this up in my head or if this is real. Apparently that happened the entire night. But when we were in here and you guys were telling me that someone was buried underneath this, I saw the guy with the fluffy hair and he had an argument with this girl because the story is true of like the affair type aspect. And they like pushed her against this wall and was like screaming at her and all that stuff. So a rumor started that was happening, that someone got buried in here because they heard screaming. Like loud yelling at people. But I don't believe he like buried her here. I'm not even sure. Did she get killed? Because that's all I see of the story, is that she gets pushed against this wall.
Did you just want to do that? Like an easy way out.
Did you tell her to leave town? Oh, did she... Did she do what I'm thinking she did? God damn it.
Oh my god.
And that's why she was killed.
And the doctor.
As he describing what happened.
Greg, adultery, nighttime wed. Greg as in a guy, a doctor maybe. Adultery as in the crime at nighttime when he was in wedlock.
When he was married.
Dude! He wants to talk, dude.
It's like you're... That's and does.
It's like it was like yes. Dude, that just went off too. What is going on? That okay.
That all lines up so perfectly. And for an obulus to do that, like that's rare. For it to all make sense, one word right after another, you know what I mean, and line up completely with the story.
Not only makes sense, but that is the exact story that was here, like literally earlier in this video.
Yes, you can look it up.
Pray, disregard.
Like disregard prayer?
Oh fuck. Students.
This was
Disregard what the people are saying.
Oh,
dude, yeah, back in 1847, this started as a private school.
There was a school here.
So maybe that happened during that time?
Could have been a teacher,
yeah, do we know?
Maybe that's the story that's wrong.
It's gossip. That's what Em said.
he was with another student.
Yeah. I also just want to point out this is the second night in a row we've made Nate be a dead body.
That's very true.
Oh yeah, I already noticed that, dude. Wow, I'm underground. If you like Nate being a dead body in our videos, please like and subscribe, and we'll continue making him do it.
So if there's someone or something in here, can you make our equipment go off again? Can you go touch this light? Did that just say something?
Shift through.
So like through the building, or does it want us to move?
Maybe. Preacher!
So it's a religious like school pretty much?
So the student was a preacher.
I don't know about that.
Or a preacher
was having the
affair with the student.
Yes.
But this was a preacher school. Like people learning. Why would it say preacher and then say students, you know? Like it could have been any other type of school or military school or something.
Right.
Chills.
Dude, that is what we're getting. So are we the first ones to really get your story correct? Or the first ones to actually listen to you?
If so, can you make any of our devices go off?
Or is there more to your story that you want to tell us? Maybe you were right, they want us to shift to another part of the building.
It says shift.
Quiet right after.
Shift through. And that thing hasn't gone off since.
Yeah, we got the story we needed from here, and now they want us to go to somewhere else to get the rest of the story.
Can I get out of the hole?
Nate, you have to stay in that
shit, dude, it's going off. Yo, it wants to get out of here.
So that sucks, I gotta get out. Yeah, it really blows, dude.
All right.
Above! Person!
Oh! He just got out of the hole!
Person above.
Yo, or was it Sarah, the floor above here?
Is Sarah's room right above us?
I think so. Dude, that was almost too perfect. We are here in Sarah's room. Colby?
He's got somebody with him.
I brought something.
Maddie! Dude, you're not holding her hand.
Oh my god. Did you like being moved?
Reminder, this is the most haunted doll in Ohio, apparently. Her name is Maddie. It probably doesn't have any connection to
Would you have rather stayed here?
They're both named Maddie, so I'm just gonna be holding her with us. You never know what could happen.
You like Maddie?
Yeah, I like her.
Oh my god, dude, that doll is like 4 feet tall. Oh my god.
I don't know if you should be dangling her by
Holding her hand, bro.
Like, would you hold your child like that, dude?
It said she made man animal girl. That's what she said. What is that?
Do you want to come out and play?
She blinks. Dude, okay.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Yo! Oh my god!
Dude, yeah, you started to pull away, it started spiking, it went to yellow.
And there's no way there's like phones around, she's not electronic. What is going on?
Yeah, look, it's yellow.
Oh my god.
Did you miss in case you made her spike? So that's a lot of work.
Maddie, are you with us right now?
Yo, Maddie is active, dude! Oh my god!
Maddie, are you able to spike this up further than the
Is
yellow?
something else helping her?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking.
It's the dark thing in the room. It wasn't her.
Was there something in the hallway?
Yeah. Two distinct noises.
Alright, we're just gonna use Maddie as just like a haunted object, but I think the main goal of here is just to talk to Sarah and see if she's using that portal over there.
Okay, sounds good.
Like as soon as you walk down this hallway, there's just kids.
There's a little girl in here.
Yeah.
She's dark hair. No, she doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, she's like, don't look at me like that.
Where did that go?
People are afraid of her. She says she talks a lot. She says that people that come in here are scared of her because children's spirits are scary.
Mm-hmm.
So they do weird things. And she just like watches like, what the hell are you doing? You're not talking to me.
This was the dementia floor.
Oh, is it dementia floor?
Mm-hmm.
Why was she in here?
Well, that's why people can't figure things out. So I was trying to talk to her because I saw her with brown hair. And I was like, are you sure it's brown and not blonde? And I just see someone that's like different. So I don't know. But I guess according to the tour guide, she sees her as older. Sometimes she sees her as a child. It depends. And that's sometimes how people see her too. Sometimes older, sometimes as a child. And then other people think that since it's inconsistent, she's therefore like a fucking poltergeist or some bullshit.
Yeah, people think she's a demon.
Yeah. Also because she's a child.
Yeah, because she's like, oh.
Yeah, which is why people are quote unquote scared of her.
That's why I got weird flashes of her hair switching.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing that's in here that's scary, like makes people see, okay, she's saying visual information that you get in this room is a little bit iffy because the thing that is in here can manipulate visual information because I hear her talking. So every time I ask her questions, I see things visually that are not true, and then she talks, and then that's the information that she's giving me.
So there's no recorded history of children dying on the property, like at all, but people will see a girl that they've named Sarah, but they don't actually know what her name is. But I was trying to ask her why she's here, because if women are coming here in the war, their children have to come with them too, you know? So children would be here with their moms. So I asked her why would she come here and hang out as a child and an adult if you weren't here your whole life. And she showed me that her, well, do you want to ask her?
No, go for it.
So she showed me that the reason you can talk to her as an adult, but people see her here as a child, is because when she was here as a child, that was like the happiest points of her life.
Makes sense.
Because her mother passed. And after her mother passed, she was here, went to other places, but when she finally grew up, like the foster care system, she was just kicked out. She's like, so life sucked after not being here. And she would come up on this floor sometimes to talk to the dementia patients, because the dementia patients were always playing imaginary friends with her.
Got you.
We got cat ball down here, lights up, music box into the closet in case there is actually a portal and people are coming in and out.
Wilson Castle, didn't that also have a portal in the closet?
Yes, in the pink room.
Apparently there's a portal where spirits can come in and out right in that closet. And off camera, we've gotten this music box to go off a little bit.
Oh, you are right. And that went off crazy off camera.
So this is like a reoccurring thing.
Why are there portals there?
They're the darkest spots that everybody's afraid of.
I was going to say also, why would everyone be afraid of them?
How's Maddie doing? You know what? I miss my Maddie from the Shanley, but this is actually terrifying. I don't like holding this doll's hand.
Bro, maybe you shouldn't be bringing up Maddie from Shanley so often around this new Maddie. I mean, does that seem a little bit...
Maddie's like 6 years old.
She's gonna turn her head at you.
Oh my god. She'd be out the window, honestly.
You just yeet Maddie.
I think after that first session, it's pretty clear that whatever she wants to talk to us tonight.
I was going to say, I think we already solved our first case.
Yeah.
I believe Adam now.
Yeah.
I really, really, really want to, if we're in Sarah's room, figure out the Sarah story. How'd she get here? Why is her name Sarah? Is that actually a portal?
Is it really a little girl?
You know what all these quote-unquote little girls have had in common that we've been? They all like the flashing lights, and they all like things like crayons, like the last time. They're just like little kid things.
AKA her whole room.
Yeah, let's focus for a second. Music box. Portal.
Did you hear that?
This is what we talked about earlier, though. Every time we want to focus on Sarah, it tries to.
Yo! Flashlight on!
It's on.
It just turned off.
It
just turned off.
Oh, it's back. It's on. Yeah.
What the fuck?
This is what it did at Fairfield, too.
Yeah, it was like on, off, on, off, on, off.
There it goes.
That's just to be like, hey guys, look me.
Yeah.
Look, right here. Sarah! Oh my god! Back and forth. Turn that off, then we can play a little game with you. And turn it off.
Like it walked past there.
Yeah, it walked over there.
Press that to flip it off.
Oh my god.
Do we have to rip one set up?
Oh, it came back out. Alright, if you're coming out of there, come over to this flashlight now and turn it on. Walk past that.
Oh my god! No! Oh my god!
Whoa! not
Is it a
original
dark
from this
thing?
building.
Yeah.
And you came here with somebody
It's
else.
like with
Set
all
up
of the
the
stuff.
device in the hallway.
No way! That just confirms that.
He's like, doesn't take much to get energy from them. So why they're goading them?
Before it started talking.
All the flashlights was turned on when you said that. Dude, Adam's right.
We got an EVP here a couple years ago. It said just passing through.
We saw a shadow come out of the hallway, so we pulled up the DR60, asked who it was, said just passing through.
Yep.
Went back into the room, didn't hear from it again. That was it.
Nothing else happened up there after that. So we got a pretty important question for you. We're trying to clear some stuff up. Are you able to come and go as you please? If you are, set that device off again in the hallway, the red light out there. If you can come and go from this building whenever you want, set it off.
What was that?
There was a crack out there.
It was like a footstep.
Maybe it can't go as it pleases.
It needs somebody to bring it out. Do you need a person or a vessel for you to move from building to building?
Yo! Right as you said that! A person from building to building, flashlight on!
So we're the vessels.
Just like he said, it's using us to open the doorways between each building, and then once
I hate to say this, but I don't think we are, but I think it's you, Sam.
Something's attached to you.
If you came here with Sam from another location, set off that red light in the hallway.
Better yet, if you're here with me, why don't you come over here? Set off this flashlight next to me.
Ooh.
So that's it.
That confirmed it.
That's it.
Run pod 2.
So yesterday we figured out that you did have an attachment, and right now we just figured out that it is for sure following you to place to place
And
to place.
the power that it needs is just a taxi cab.
Well, why would it want to go to place to place? That doesn't make any sense.
For power.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Gaining energy?
What does it need with all of these different
What did you
places?
say last time? The Estes method that you guys had last night was it needs to go home. It was.
I just asked in my head, does Sam not have an attachment, and turn the other one on. Turns off.
Turns off.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Ruins the story.
If the power that it gets by attaching to somebody is being able to go from place to place, but the end goal is to go home, what does it gain?
Unless places like this
give it more power.
It's kind of like an all-encompassing thing. Like Adam's saying, like groups are bringing things here. Maybe they're energizing it more, so they're going to be
more and more and more.
And they can come to
things
these places that have more energy already.
It's building energy. Yeah.
Are you using Sam as a vessel to gain energy? If you are, turn off that flashlight.
Vessel is the wrong word.
Yo, it's off. That confirmed it, dude. What if it's just opening portals each time you go to a new place?
But it can't get there originally without
It has to
being
go
brought.
there with somebody first.
And then boom, you're just linking all these spots.
Flashlight just turned on and it's going on.
The question is, does it have a negative agenda?
Right.
Yeah.
What's its end goal?
I mean, how do we even ask something like this, that question?
And if they have the power to make Steve black out to get everything, how do you know that you're not choosing these locations? How do you know you're not being influenced?
I had my only experience with some sort of attachment or blacking out at this location. Have you ever heard of this place until you met us?
No.
Would you have come here?
We didn't know Fairfield, we didn't know this place, but yet somehow both of them have almost an identical spirit as Sally House.
Why did we bring the tambourine to the Bel Air house?
Why? It was such a good coincidence.
What does this mean for the rest of the investigations, or even like our home, like in LA? Does that mean following us there too?
The thing that I don't understand is why.
What's its motive?
Nate. Like we were talking about earlier, what is that word? The catatonic, right?
Yeah.
Imagine the catatonic patient sitting in these creepy ass chairs just looking out the windows.
Because they weren't just sitting right there.
Literally, the condition will have them like doing things like.
That's scary, man.
That's freaky.
I figured we'd try this new method I've been doing on this Ohio trip. Automatic writing.
This is like using a Ouija board, except it's not a Ouija board, it's on a blank piece of paper. We're gonna put a pencil on there. We're all gonna touch it with 2 fingers, just like normal, and then it's gonna draw out. It can be literally just blobs. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna play some Paranormal Pictionary, dog.
Yes, sir.
This sort of automatic writing Ouija board outdates the actual board part of the Ouija board. This is what inspired the original board. You want to talk to us on this thing? Can you turn that off? Thank you.
Dude, it's ready. Like, it was talking to us so much in Sarah's room.
Dude, it also just feels heavy here.
To refresh everybody on how these sort of Ouija board things work, it is complete subconscious mind push sort of thing. Like if you feel as though you should be pushing that way, push that way.
Right when you guys put your hands on there. Hey, can you turn that off?
Oh my gosh. Whatever is here in the Madison Seminary, if you can give us some sort of sign as to who you are, what you want, or where you can talk to us, please give us some sort of sign with this board. You can draw absolutely anything. Sarah, if this is you, feel free, use it to draw. Yeah. Play like a little toy.
Maybe it's another entity of this house. 7-foot shadow man, maybe you're up here? Flashlight's on.
Mine's like barely touching.
Did you hear that?
Flashlight's off.
Whoa, what was that?
Full doors.
Yeah.
That's big.
It was behind me.
I have a question for you. That bang that just happened in the movie, or in the movie, was it the people closing the door so they would not disturb the other people on the other side of the wing? I feel like she's not here for a second. Okay.
That's the question again. It's live right.
Was it them closing the doors to the patients on the other side?
Are we just wrong?
Maybe John was just closing his door.
Ah. Up to you, whatever you want.
I don't know if this door is closing because I'm standing here or what's
Probably.
happening here. Yeah, because he closes his door sometimes.
Oh yeah, no, he does if he doesn't want you in there. See, Mama said I'm not supposed to talk to you.
You filming that?
Yeah. I don't know if that was because we were standing like on that wood or
I
not.
don't think you were touching it.
Well, like I don't know if it was just because we were walking in that.
So we were
walking
when we walked in there, that didn't happen.
Yeah. I don't know.
So we're not talking to him.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, thank you. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was closing a door. I just had the wrong door.
Yeah, we had a wrong door.
Well, I saw a man like close the door, and I was like, "Is it the doors that we went through?"
It makes sense that because like his door closes, he closes his door when like
Oh, that's
he doesn't
true.
want to deal with anything, like when he doesn't
Yeah.
want to do anything.
Ah.
And he's like, all right, y'all are too much.
Yeah, so
Bye.
there's a soul named John.
John.
There's a soul named John, and when he is like overstimulated by the people, he will usually just try to close his door to keep them out.
He did it to us.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't want to do this right now.
Okay.
So that's what that was.
Thank you for clarifying that it was indeed a door.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Lou? If you're down there, come over here and talk to us.
Is it even moving for you guys at all?
I don't know, I think it's stuck to the paper. Yeah. Here, let's...
Is it in like a divot? All right, so they're gonna hold down the paper and just use one hand because it's a little harder than we thought.
Again, if you want to show us anything, draw anything, give us any sort of hint as to who you are, please use this planchette.
Bro, this thing's at 44 now.
Colby, Colby.
This thing's going.
Making a deep line.
We're skipping ahead.
Holy shit, guys.
No, I think it might be this thing. No, it's this hallway.
Hello?
What the fuck is that?
Flashlight.
And that.
That's not the window.
Bro, that's getting closer. It sounds like someone's stumbling around, like they have.
Is somebody coming?
Yeah, like they're in a psychosis or something. Yeah.
Somebody coming in here?
Dude, that's getting closer. It's coming.
So this used to be maybe like a potential torture chamber?
Well, remember he said the people that were in here helping the people that were in the asylum just thought these patients were way below them.
Yeah, they weren't people. They were things they could experiment on.
Experiment is the key word. Were you telling us to come into the surgeon room?
Oh shit. That's a yes.
Is there any reason that you had us draw out these pliers? Do they remind you of something? What is that noise? It's so loud. Did you have us come into this room because You wanted to torture us? Did you want one of us to be your patient?
Flashlight off. You want one of us to sit on the chair?
What is that?
This is coming down this way.
Still? For some reason I thought it was outside.
Wait, were those doors open like that last time?
Bro, it sounded like it was so much closer than that.
Yeah.
What?
I can't tell if it was the camera light. I looked in here and it was dark, but it looked like a dark shadow moved here, like this way.
What kind of room is this?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, why would you build something like this?
This is weird.
And they have like a bunch of little kid toys in here?
Right.
Alright, let's go back to the surgeon room. Something obviously led us here.
In my opinion, it could be the surgeon, or it could be maybe like a mentally ill patient. I literally thought I saw something fly out the window, but
I think it was the sign blinking.
Or I was just saying it could have been a patient here trying to show us what room that something happened to him. Or we were just talking to the Sally puppeteer, whatever we want to call it, downstairs. What if that's just the entity trying to manipulate us?
Are you the surgeon?
Hello! I heard a hello.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Why do you want us in here?
You're alive?
We're alive. It's using our energy.
I was gonna say, dude, that's the taxi cab here.
Does that mean we're still talking to the same entity? This thing just went off as soon as I said that.
Whoa,
Flashlight!
K2 and this!
Do you recognize any of us? Where do you want to go?
What?
Any place? Like, what? Take me to any place or something.
Anybody.
This thing just spiked too. Yep. Look.
It's spiking and flashlight again. It's like it's confirming the ones that it actually wants us to listen to.
What if we had Sam sit on the chair as a trigger, and then we did this method over Sam?
Yeah.
Trigger object
is
myself. Shit. Okay, let's do it.
Hi, Sam?
No! That's a woman's voice, too.
Yeah.
That's like a little girl.
Did you get that?
Just telling you we should stop now. I don't have time to finish it. What do you think they're talking to? Like who's doing stuff?
I think they were talking to the male that was in there for a second, and then a nurse walked in. She's the one that said, "Hi, Sam."
Got you.
But I don't think that the man and the woman that are in there are like the thing that got them in there.
Oh, you think a weird thing got them in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're not talking to the surgeon, are they?
Yes, but not the scary one.
Okay, because I was talking to a man and a woman in there as well.
Is it the same thing that tried to get us to go in there?
Maybe. Because I don't want to go in there because I think that's like the second scary thing that's here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see them talking to somebody that's mean. Because there had been more than one person that was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like it might have been a nice person that was there.
Are they talking to the same people I was talking to? Yeah, I feel like there's a man and a woman that are here. The woman is like one of the nurses that would like aid to the patients. And then the man is not the surgeon guy. The surgeon guy is like kind of intimidating. But I also very intimidated by male presences, so. But this other dude is like very light and nice and like wanted to understand the patients instead of trying to fix their brains. Are they different people?
She's like, I don't know why you're asking me, you know the answer.
No, so they are.
Yeah, I think they're nice people. But something weird got them in there. And then the nice people took over, like, we're shutting it down.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is in there.
Down.
Because when I was talking to the guy at the end of the hallway, he first made all of the equipment go off really strangely. Do you like that? You can make it change colors too. Can you turn that off? So, we are, I don't know what to call this room, but we're up in the attic in one of the rooms at the end of the hallway. We believe that there's a man in this space. He has like brown hair, it's very short, and he's kind of like very, very thin. And his energy is like a little bit funny. It's kind of like up and down, a little bit like unstable. But we feel like he was put in this like very small place because they were like worried about him like hurting himself or other people. So they put him in a very tiny box. Is there a separate man here? Okay.
I was just saying, I keep feeling like someone's at the end of the hallway, like looking at us.
Are you mediating the conversation between us and this man? Yes. Sorry, it's because what they were telling me is when I put the REM pod there, the person that's usually in this room started like, his energy started getting really weird, which I could feel, like very high energy, like how it was doing. I've never seen a REM pod like do that. So then a man came forward and was like a separate man, like one of the workers, I feel like, came forward as more of a solid energy, and he was like, I'm gonna calm this down for you, make sure you guys are okay over here. And I was like, I know that's you, can you stop doing that? So I reset all the stuff, and another male soul came forward and was like, I'm going to speak on behalf of him because he is a little bit excited. Yeah. So that happens, I feel like, a lot in there.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So did you like our reaction video?
We're running out of time, so you're gonna get bits and pieces of this reaction. If you guys would like us to react to the entire thing in the comfort of our own home, please let us know. And we may do the rest or the whole thing. Let us know. Just let us know. So, if you guys like this type of content, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Hopefully you'll go in the next one.
And if you like this, watch our investigation too. Because it's very different.
Very.
But at 4 a.m., Meta PsycKicks signing off. We are your Meta PsycKicks! Wow. Thank you for doing that. That was
Thank you.
nice of you, Mrs. Doll Lady. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Shit. I was like, turn both of them on if we should leave. Just let me know when we need to leave. And she was like, okay, now!
We're told that the soul of a little girl, presumably named Sarah, is in this room. Can you confirm or deny that, please? With Sarah yourself.
Number 4. Summer.
You can also speak into the voice recorder next to Janelle on this side of the table. Is there somebody specifically who wants to talk to us who is not Sarah? But who lived on this floor?
Sure. It's interesting.
Well, thank you. It is interesting. So we were told that this was the dementia floor at one point. Is that true?